can you tell a barefaced lie?
They knew what she was. A crumb. A liar.
I understand that you have a claim, and it's Miss Passaway. Am I saying that correctly?
Pialce.
Pialce. And with you is your son?
Yes.
Is this correct? All right. Now, I understand that you're claiming that your former daughter-in-law owes you some money. Is that correct?
Yes. Well, Your Honor, I had loaned her money to buy a car at the time she was separated.
That it was a gift and not a loan. Is that your position?
Exactly.
All right, I'm going to give you an opportunity to explain your side.
How can you tell a barefaced lie? That was
not lying.
That was a loan.
You gave it to me.
I can't even do that for my children. Why would I give you?
Is that why you told me not to tell them?
I said not to tell them because I didn't want my son to know, but that was a loan between you and me.
Like I wasn't going to tell him.
All right, let me hear.
But you did anyway.
What happened?
The day that she was separated from my son, she came to me. I was the only one that took her in because she didn't have any family around the area where we live.
Is this true? You took her to get a car?
Yes, I did.
All right, and why did you do that?
I drove her 31 miles to this used car dealer because I thought she had good credit. That's the only reason I took her there.
She knew I didn't have good credit, Your Honor.
No, I didn't know that.
Your Honor, she never even said it was
lying. You're lying.
I am not lying.
That's all you are is a plain liar.
That's what you are. The thing of it is, Your Honor, I'm divorcing her son. Now she wants the money.
All right, Mr. Funmaker, do you know anything about the situation between Ms. Funmaker and your mother?
Yes, that she took her in over the advice of her family.
People in the family advised her not to do that? Why?
Yes.
Why did they say that?
Because they knew what she was.
When you mean they knew what she was, what do you mean by that? What do you mean?
A crumb. A liar.
I am not a liar.
All right, I think we're getting way off the subject of the car.
That's
all right, Ms.
exactly
Funmaker,
right
is there any evidence that you wish to offer on this case?
There was no evidence.
All right,
she gave me the money at the car dealer, and I gave it to the car dealer.
All right, I've heard enough. Let me render my verdict on this matter. It is my determination that this was, in fact, your intention for this to be a loan.
Yes.
By your own testimony here today, you paid the car off. You had the benefit of the car for 6 months. I don't think it was your intention to pay for this car, but rather to help her out during a difficult time, and therefore I am going to enter judgment in the amount of $250. And frankly, you should have worked this out. She was trying to help you, and now you're taking a hard cold line at a time when you could certainly return the money to her, and therefore I am going to enter the verdict and find it very disappointing that you're taking up the court's time. The money should have been paid in the first place. Nothing further, we'll stand adjourned.
Troy Wilson says that his 17-year-old son, Johnny Wilson, refuses to pay him for work he did on Johnny's car. Troy says he and Johnny are no longer speaking because of this, and he has no choice but to sue his own son for $2,500.
I have reviewed this complaint, Mr. Wilson, and it seems a lot more complicated than just the $2,500 or so that you're claiming, but I understand that you are bringing this complaint against your son. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
But you raised him. I mean, you've had a relationship
I've raised him
with
as
him.
my son. From the day that I have met that boy, I have raised him as my son.
And you're saying that he owes you exactly, let's see, it's $2,534.71 to be exact.
Yes.
For some repairs that you allegedly made on a car that he owned. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Did you agree to pay your father for the repairs that were made on the car?
Yes, I agreed to pay him, but we both agreed that I didn't have to pay him any money at one big time because I had a baby on the way.
How old are you?
I'm 17.
And you have a baby that's how old?
5 months.
What's your relationship now with your father?
We don't have a relationship
Why
anymore.
not? Why not?
When my mom died, everybody started fighting with him.
When did your mother die?
2 years ago.
And how did she die?
In a car wreck, going to see him after they got a divorce. She was trying to get him back.
Do you think that your father somehow is responsible for your mother's accident?
I'm the only one in the whole family that told him to his face I don't blame him for my mom's death.
So you're feeling that he really wasn't there when you needed him after your mother died.
Exactly.
Your mother dies suddenly in this tragic car incident.
And instead of my father being there, my grandparents were.
He's gonna step up to the plate. He's gonna be responsible. I am not gonna make him pay the full $2,500 at this point, but I am gonna give you the money that you're out of pocket for the parts that you spent on this car. And I am telling you that there is not enough money in the world that will make it worth you all staying apart. He needs to see you in a positive role as a father so that it encourages him to be an even better father for his own child. And that's what ought to be important at the end of the day. If there's nothing further, we will stand adjourned.